small nuances that you will maybe need the experience of just running that to really refine it. So there's a lot of stuff for Renegades that might be either unrefined or they're just going to have to throw it against the wall and see what sticks.
Well, it looks like Renegades will be starting on the counter-terror side. Oh, that is quite the loadout from Mopoz. That's an expensive Karambit, I assure you. Well then, 2 headshots from Deaths, and he will be true to his name as far as Renegades are concerned on the receiving end of that, and the headshots continue. Movistar Riders looking sharp on a T-pistol. Yes.
I, by the way, love how small the minimap is in Nuke, because the sites are stacked on each other, so it's like half the size of other maps, but nice initial pick coming in through ins there around this main position.
Stopping block could be that pick indeed. Cersei's not managing his angles well, he could.
Oh.
Hello and goodbye.
Yeah. Don't know if this, you guys could hear that on the stream, but we heard the lovely tones of Machine for a moment there. It's very relaxing, very calming. I feel calmed. Ooh, wins. Can he pick up another one here? Freebie perhaps? No. So, good start for Movistar Riders, able to make things work off the back of that opening upper rush and converting the round nicely. Again, as you mentioned before, like for the T side, that is pretty nice. It's certainly usually going to be the case that it's harder to convert those rounds on the T side. So the pistol makes a world of a difference.
Oh, I was going to check for what pick I made.
What pick did you make?
Well, we are HUDless as far as the team weaponry is concerned, but that's okay. Again, it's early on, and there was a late update from Valve, and as we certainly know, Dan, sometimes they can break a lot of stuff the day before a major.
Yep.
We are no strangers to that. So
esports.
Yeah, so be patient. It is what it is. And yeah, let's put PGL on the back foot in a few different ways, which they are working on. So Alistair, or Alistair, I'm sure it's Alistair though, falling back. Oh, that's a lot of targets. Well, how does your brain decide where to even put your crosshair when you see 3 people in a situation like that where you have to choose a target immediately?
Yeah. It's kind of difficult, especially... Oh, lots of damage being done here. Nice couple of shots coming through from Alistair. And, I mean, it's just a graveyard here leading up to the control room. And Alex will make his way forward to see if he can do some amount of damage, but nice positioning from Alistair. And they're just going to pick up a very surprising round off the back of that defense around control room stairs. Really nice. Very, very nice indeed. I'm a little bit worried for Movistar Riders.
I can confirm 2 things. One, that the HUD needs a reset. You can see the score there is 1-1. And I can also confirm that I did pick Movistar Riders to win this game. Okay, I think one of the T's has disconnected. So, lots of fun today. It wouldn't be day 1 of a major without a bunch of bugs.
I mean, of course. I mean, fortunately, the major is quite long. So, we have ample time to sort these things. And if we're lucky, we'll get through day 1 and all of the issues have been spotted and sorted, and we can continue normally. And of course, again, like it's so hard to prepare for stuff like a just random patch that just comes through last second and then breaks everything. That seems unfair, James. Actually, really unfair to PGL. By the way, we've got this patch. We're just going to deploy this right now. And
yeah.
Sniper 4.
I think at the Face It Major, it was 2 o'clock in the morning local time that was deployed, and it broke a bunch of stuff. So,
yep.
Yeah, let's find a better way of doing that in future, if there is one. Indeed, it is 1-to-1. We've got some fast flashbangs into the A-bomb site, and Malta is completely blind. He can't see a thing. Alistair with the AWP. Well, he may not have much to do because Hats is drilling these fools, and Movistar Riders, after a promising start on the T side, things have been shut down pretty quickly on the A-bomb side.
I mean, this is great. What a fantastic start. It's kind of like we saw in that the Pain Gaming situation whereby they lose that pistol. This looks a little bit grim. They pick up a surprising anti-eco. They got like a sick economic start. Now, in the case of Pain Gaming, they weren't able to really convert enough rounds off of the back of that. So he's hoping that that'll be a bit easier here for Renegades' sake. And you know, we talked about the obstacles that they have playing against them. So, of course, it would be really, really great for them to just find a comfortable footing early on. Alistair already picking up the AWP, only having to worry about Glocks. I mean, this should be a foregone conclusion.
Indeed, it should be. I think Alistair's got the Crimson Web flip knife. Very undervalued, underrated knife. Love me some Crimson Webs. I did make the mistake of looking up looking into minimal wear Crimson Web M9 bayonets yesterday, which is a recipe for very expensive day out. So I did resist though. I did resist, but I feel like I need to, one day I need to get an M9 Crimson Web. I feel like it's a grail knife for me. But you know, I'm not doing too bad at the moment, so I did manage to resist. I think I'm a shopaholic, Dan, which is not good. Not good at all. And neither is this angle as far as the Movistar Riders will be concerned, because Hats is just looking to rack up a really nice KD early on here. 6 kills in these, I think in the last 2 rounds, to be honest, like 3 in each round if I'm not mistaken, which puts Renegades in at a 3-1 scoreline. So again, this is a pretty good start for their CT side. However, Movistar Riders will be coming back on to the buy for 5, AK-47s, and they've got a medium level of utility, as the HUD will tell you, towards the right-hand side. So let's see what they can do with it.
Indeed. So we get to see the D4 coming through here. Actually, a lot of emphasis on outside control. We get the smoke stack, cover that cross, down secrets. And Alistair he's calling it. It's okay, what's going on? Let's find out the information out. Able to hold this with the AWP.
How's Alex alive? He went from 16 HP to 7 with a HE flying in his direction.
Game of reactions. Beautiful. Alistair able to fall back off of that. It's a costly take of secrets here.
Ooh. Off angle from Alistair, maybe?
Oh, he's going forward. Oh, you love to see the confidence there from Alistair.
You got to get that kill, bro.
He's popping off right now. I mean, he was the one that hit those deagle shots that really made this difficult and allowed them to win that eco.
Alex was caught sleeping. But ramp is in the possession of the Movistar Riders. And you can see they're waiting for a reposition. There is no door in the squeaky position, and that will allow deaths to creep through. So with presence, with real estate on the ramp, they have created weakness on the B bomb site, and they will use that to try and seize a position on A. Malta's going to have to play a crossfire with Hats, which will be awkward. That crossfire has been eliminated already. Hats now doing what he can, looking for another multi-frag. 1 kill, and he falls away to allow Inns to finish off the rest of them. Little bait and switch there. Very easy work, easy and effective work for Renegades. I mean, it is nuke, but I am starting to wonder, like, oh man, have I made a mistake? But again, it's so hard to pick ahead of time. We're going in blind to some degree here at this major, but that makes it exciting. Yeah, it's nervous. Honestly, I do wonder if the diamond pick'em will be harder to get this time than last time. For now, I would say yes.
Yeah, it's again, that's why day one is so interesting, because we get the temperature of all of these teams. So the initial grenades being sent out there, again, it's an anti-eco here for Renegades. Off to a stellar start. Nuke is difficult, actually, like this. It can be difficult to break the momentum on the CTs. Ooh, fast push, Sicko, slows things down. Careful placement of the incendiary to block anyone chasing him down. And look at just the way this has been staggered. It's all controlled.
Yeah, early presence. And Nuke is a difficult map to play on the T side. It is often like this. 3-round lead for Renegades. they should be good for a fourth. That AWP is an overhyped skin. Just so you know, if you invested in that, then more fool you. Prince is where it's at. You heard it here first. I look forward to the tweets. 40 seconds remain. Still 5 Movistar Riders players up. No flashes, but 1 smoke, which has been deployed. And they start to creep towards the A bomb site now. Hats with a number of angles to hold. Got to be careful about it, though. But it is a tentative push from Movistar Riders, so he gets an opportunity, falls back to the boxes now, but we've got an AWP in heaven for the T side. Sicko trying to chase an event, awkward for him now, but there are 16 seconds to plant the bomb. Gets a HE kill, and I think the CTs may take control of this. They may, maybe they won't. We have another kill now with that AWP, and INS finds himself alone. 1 versus 3. They know where he is now. The HE could be very profitable, but the AWP will land first.
Well, that's unfortunate. Doesn't even get the kill, but down to 6 HP for some players. All right, well, Movistar Riders finding back. The money built up reasonably well for Renegades, so not really hurting on a buy here. And we'll get Alistair back on that AWP. Been enjoying what he's brought to the table so far. Movistar Riders, you know, we get the cross smokes and the kind of typical stuff here on their default. I love the aggressive smoke from the CTs there to allow forward positions. Very aggressive. In fact, so much info by Alistair. He's so aggressive with the AWP by T-Red. He's got all the control, all the info.
Oh, those are big frags. 1 through the smoke as well. In's doing what he can. Needed to finish off that kill, falling at an awkward time, but still delivers. A few bullets left, but no more health. Alistair now up top. The bomb, I think, is towards him on his side of the bomb site there. Down goes Alex, escapes immediately. 1 versus 2, had the crosshair in the right place, but couldn't pull the trigger in time. 1 HP for Mopoz as Movistar Riders make it to 3.
Yeah, these rounds have been very close, actually. But the back and forth is presumably will slowly favor Movistar Riders because they're on the T side. You know, the economy is more manageable, and you know, Renegades. You know, we're seeing Alistair going to the AWP repeatedly, so we can see already the economy's been broken. They only really had 1 big buy, and that was the last round, and that didn't end up working out for them. So Sicko has the Deagle, Inns has the Sheriff, the PT-50.
The Sheriff, Dan.
It's bound to happen eventually,
The Sheriff.
James.
Get out, Dan.
I know, it's bound to happen eventually. I do apologize. I do humbly apologize.
5v3 now, as Movistar Riders have thinned out the coffers of Renegades. Hats and Malta remain. Desert Eagle. Would be nice to land a few headshots. Oh, okay. We got a whiteout connoisseur as well. You can't put a name tag on this gun. It looks so ugly with the name tag on. But I went for the Flow hollow stickers. I think there are different versions, but that's quite nice as well. Not as nice as mine, of course, but pretty nice.
There's still some work to be done by Hats here. You know, he can get a couple kills with this. You know, the element of surprise might be able to catch 1 player off guard, pick up a gun. You know, that economic damage would be really nice to be able to find. Deagle, not what it once was. Alex will take him down. And 4-4, just like that. And James, honestly, Renegades were in such a position of dominance where they could really, you know, be able to string together lots and lots of rounds. But Movistar Riders have effectively just made us forget how this map started. This map started with Movistar Riders having the worst possible economic opening. And now they're looking pretty comfortable on this T side. This would be an important moment, I think, for Renegades to put their foot down. I liked how Alistair went really aggressive on a previous round around T-Red. That was one of the rounds that didn't work out for Renegades in the end, but I do like how brazen that was from Alistair, and that's the kind of surprising play you want to see out of your star player or your AWPer to start you off on a good footing and make things unpredictable and force the opponents to have to adapt. And Alistair is not going to be able to do any aggressions around the outside. He's focus himself in on that ramp control. Left the outside to his teammates. We see these outside smokes once again from Movistar Riders. Malta able to pick up a kill there. Alistair having to fall back after the challenge.
Oh, lovely flick. That's the bomb as well. They'll definitely hold this angle and try and take control of that bomb. And they'll quickly take control of the entire round. 5-4 Renegades. They've got 4-man on road at the end of that round, which is great for their economy. And there is money here for Movistar Riders to pull out a full buy. So they won't be too concerned with that. I almost kicked our entire console on the floor with my giant feet as I'm walking around having sneezing fits in the corner. But actually, 4 rounds from 9, I think it's a pretty good spot for Movistar Riders right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a good spot, and Renegades have to prove that they can build that momentum still. Again, I'm liking the flair we're seeing out of Renegades. That last round was really scrappy for Movistar Riders as well. They were kind of taking fights everywhere across the map at once. And let's see if they'll be a little bit more coordinated in this particular round. They've got that.
Oh! Wait for the smoke, bro, cousin, fam.
I thought the smoke was up.
I think he jumped just before it popped. I want to say.
Well, it's a 4v4. There's a minute to go.
It's a deep incendiary. Some will be ahead of it, however, and Sicko seems will have to fall back. So the ramp has been taken now by Movistar Riders, and previously we saw them take the ramp and then head towards the A site. And maybe they'll consider doing it again, but Renegades are being proactive. They are not going to wait around 4 versus 4, but they will not rest on this. They want the information. It's pushing Secret as well. They're pushing Secret and Lobby, so surely they read it's a B play, but multiple spot one coming back to the lobby and get a kill. We've got T's in heaven now. 33 seconds on the clock. Down goes one more player for Movistar Riders, which makes it a 3 versus 2 now. Advantage Renegades. Steph's moving into the bomb site, though, and things will escalate very quickly indeed.
Very interesting. Oh, Sicko finds a moment. Can he find another one? He's got a teammate to play off of. Ian's just going to go for the swing. And he doesn't even need the support. Great.
I don't know why they dropped off heaven there, because they just took control of the site and could plant it for heaven.
Yeah. And
then dropped off heaven.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's such a strong position. Obviously, you've got angles all over the place. But the timing there was extremely brutal. Like, he was instantly flanked from heaven, so...
And there we have it. Renegades able to take, 2 rounds back-to-back. The bomb was planted, however, so... Actually enough money for a full buy here from Movistar Riders. It would just be Mopos, who is a little bit worse for wear. But definitely feels like a spot where they should be buying. And I'm curious, what they will decide to go with strategically in this round. I wouldn't be too surprised to see the outside smokes and then actually them actually put more bodies behind that and maybe go for a secret take or something like that. Equally, you can make the argument that taking fast ramp control is something that they would want to do. But so far, Renegades have been putting a good stop on that position. And Alistair's been moving between outside and ramp as well. So it's kind of guesswork for Movistar Riders. But given that there's a Mach 10 on Mopos, he could certainly be the sacrifice, the sacrificial lamb going first.
All right, initial junk thrown outside from both squads. Alex will be creeping. 70 HP, we can see Mopos. It seems will be keeping the CTs honest around the lobby area for now. So, Alex is at T-Red. Spanish flag is quite beautiful as far as flags go. It's a nice flag.
That's true.
Right then, the wall of smoke is outside. Alex will shift to walk over, and that will pull the rotation from ins. Now, importantly, Renegades do not know how many, if any, players are crossing through that smoke, and It seems it will be 0 as Alex stays by T-Red. So now the question is In's going to push towards Secret and find out that no one's there, and will he do it in time? Smoke up for the time being. As that smoke goes, he'll fall back towards Decon, so there is a lack of info. Mopos showing some presence now on that ramp position. And they've taken ramp more than once, Movistar Riders.
Definitely. I feel like Renegades has handled it well at each time too. And here's the upper play. You know, you push that pressure towards ramp, and now you throw in a fast one here for this upper play. A great opening pick, Malta. That looked slow at first, but able to convert 2 out of it. Alistair on site has to deliver. First shot is a whiff. No more mistakes are possible now for Alistair. He's got to connect each of these shots as Alice creeps ever closer. And it's actually Mopos to take down the kill, and just enough time for this frag. Sirko coming in from the upper position from heaven. Looks like Alex is wary of this one. And it's just not going to work out for Renegades. Nice finish by Movistar Riders. I really like what they did there.
Yeah, that was a scary one, though. Malta should never get 2 kills in that position with how much time the trade fragger had to shut him down, but they were able to overcome anyway. And they've broken the money for Renegades. I don't think they'll be poor for long. However, this is a chance for Movistar Riders to tie the score. 6-6 on the T side. I think you have to consider that a success in a map such as Nuke. But let's see if they can get there, because we've seen plenty of pistol rounds won already. This one, though, I think will be difficult. 4 USPs and a cameo appearance from a P250. They'll try and swarm with the numbers. I respect the play. Hats has picked up an AK-47 as well, but unable to get anything more done here. And Alistair will be alone with the USP. But if they continue outside, maybe he can collect a gun.
Yeah. No. Dead. 6-6. It's a close first half, but it really feels like it has Movistar Riders written all over it. You know, we've had some good looks from Renegades, but overall, you know, again, it's for as far as T sides go, this is very successful given how things started out. You actually get a little moment to breathe here. I'm curious where Alistair will go, because we saw that T-Red push one time, and there was nobody there. I really want to see what happens when he makes that push, and there is action outside. I mean, who's not a fan of aggressive AWP openings?
Love me some AWP. Renegades with medium utility in round 13. But perhaps the weaponry can make that crucial difference for them, as they need more rounds from this CT side, I would say.
Yeah.
Can't be tying with the T side. Well, plenty of harassment from Malta in case of any fast plays into the A-bomb side, but it will be a delayed one. Hats with another multi-frag on the A-bomb side, being so good in a few different rounds, delivering those multi-kills when they're needed. Mopos will make his way downstairs. We'll see if Movistar Riders can recover from this, looking less and less likely now as Sunpayas is dropped on the ramp. And suddenly we're on a 4 versus 2. Hold on a second. Things have escalated quickly. Now there's only one man between them. 3 versus 2 now as Movistar Riders catch up.
Yeah, and the positioning here is actually very nice for Movistar Riders. They are able to get a plant here, and was making his way towards events. Might find a timing. Oh, it gets teased, and indeed finds a very nice timing, able to evade one of the other CTs moving towards the stairs, and another conversion coming through there from Mopos. And it's just going from bad to worse here. Malta, not much to be done. Alex, great round from Alex and Mopos to finish things off.
That was a 2 versus 4?
Yes.
Well, that's going to be a frustrating round for Renegades. Definitely. You've got to keep your mind focused and keep your head straight after losing a round such as that.
No doubt.
They lost 2 players very, very quickly indeed. It was 2 versus 5. It was a 2 versus 5
2v5.
on the T side of Nuke. I thought it might have been.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah,
actually.
That's a bad round to lose. But there's no time to think. Oh no, there is time to think about it. They're on pistols.
Yep.
Oh, this So that 2 versus 5 could have a huge impact on the end of this half, and it likely will. That HG was their best chance.
Yeah, certainly looking quite scary at this point. But again, I mean, it's kind of like you said at the beginning of this matchup. Sometimes, you know, you'll be surprised, and it'll just turn out to be like a T-sided matchup between the two teams that are playing.
Yeah.
As opposed to the conventional CT-sided bias that exists with the inherent advantages on the map. Very strong position for Davig if he's able to secure this position. Hats. Oh, timing.
Nice.
Yes, both push him at once. Oh, they can't make it work though. It is awkward, but it's a good effort.
Yeah. It's all they have to offer. Man. That 2 versus 5 may lead Movistar Riders to a 9-6 scoreline on a T side.
Yeah.
That is so big.
Yes.
For them.
And again, oh, it's a nice cheeky kill with the USP. Short-lived. But yeah, again, I can't emphasize it enough. Put that in context with the fact that Renegades lost the pistol but then won the force buy afterwards. I actually don't think it was even a force buy. It was, I think, just a couple, like a Deagle here, a PT-50 there. So they didn't fully even invest, but they won that round. And that normally has enormous implications. And to only get 6 rounds on the CT side after that is definitely not the best look in the world. But again, we'll see how this last one goes. Renegades have the AWP back on Alistair.
Yep, indeed they do. Last round of the first half. Hats blind now, changing his position. More risk here, and Alex has made his way into main very quickly indeed. And the T's will storm the A bomb site. Alistair, he'll try to have something to say about this. 2 versus 4 for Renegades now, and I imagine this one will be even harder.
Yeah, this is not this is not looking very, very straightforward at all. They know precisely where Alistair is. There's still incendiaries. Oh wow, that actually got extinguished. I don't know that it will really matter all that much. But just got to go for it. It's the last round of the first half. Alistair is going to just try to do what he can, but that's a wrap for the first half. 9-6 for Movistar Riders, and I was saying how I felt like they were the safe bet before we went into this one, and it's kind of feeling like that right now. A 9-6 on the T side, that's a great half.
Yeah. And maybe there were 1 or 2 more rounds in this for Renegades, but that 2v5 really changed things dramatically. And again, that just put so much more pressure on the pistol run. I'm not sure if it was, I think it was the first game we saw where it was a 9-6 scoreline. It ended up being 12-6 because the leading team managed to win that pistol. And I don't know if that's something you can recover from very often on a map such as Nuke, but let's see if we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Renegades on that T side looking for at least a threaten. So they might be going towards that vent drop. Morpos above. It's going to be an upper split coming through the heart position. Sampayas on site looking to do a lot of damage here. The USP is looking pretty good so far. Very controlled. And in fact, it's looking very easy here for Movistar Riders. Just one player left. Sicko with that Glock, not finding the connections he's looking for, and they don't pick up the key pistol. Renegades don't get the bomb plant either for that extra cash. They are, I mean, it's worst case. It's worst case scenario.
It is worst case scenario, yeah. I didn't keep track of how many people get the cheap helmet, if any, for Movistar Riders, but positions were played very well on the A bomb site. Just use the numbers wisely, and well, we can see that there has been a force buy from Renegades, and again, you can't really allow that 6-12 scoreline, but maybe it will happen anyway. We shall see. We have 2 M4s for Movistar Riders. Silenced M4 dramatically rising in popularity, of course. Double MP9 as well. And then the FAMAS. The only weakness, really. MP9's a beast. Oh, the timing. Oh, give it to me. I need this. I need this. Inject it. Oh, that's not as much as I wanted, but it'll do.
Pretty good.
The timing is good, though, from Alex. The awareness and the drilling from Davy will certainly help. INS and Malta. INS, Your Highness. Well, it's just down to Malta now. And this is a failed force buy on multiple reasons. There's no bomb plant. Right now, there are no kills either. So they've got practically nothing from this. Now they know where Malta is. It goes from bad to worse. All right, well, there's a nice headshot from him. And he could do a little more here because two of these players are in one-shot territory. So he will be avoided. And there's an M4 on the floor. So this is actually surprisingly awkward for Movistar Riders in that they don't want more people to die. So they're going to have to abandon an M4 to save more money elsewhere. We'll see if they can rescue it in time. Nope. Well, that was a quite useful kill then from Malta.
Yes. Yes, it was. Renegades are going to have to be perfect. They're going to have to be perfect. Movistar Riders are going to get to 12, and they're going to have, assuming that this round's fairly clean, they're going to have a bank to work from too. And one of the issues here as well is that there's not a lot of buffer for Renegades, so they don't get a lot of time to work out how Movistar Riders are playing their CT side. And then you just have to like guess every round correctly and make all the right calls with no information. It's very hard. But that's what they're up against. And it's looking pretty good so far in this defense. And, oh.
Oh, you squeezed another kill out of that. Not too shabby. Now, Sicko has an M4 and Malta has got a Deagle. Just holding now. They wait for the CTs to reposition. Holding on the ramp. But Movistar Riders will just wait for them for the time being, it seems. 3 full health players. 300 HP for the Riders. Sure they'll have concerns towards heaven. I'm not sure if Alex has dropped off there. I heard a sound. 40 seconds. Sicko walking now with the bomb. No Kevlar for these players will be a problem. Hello. Easily dealt with. Alex will swing of the MP9. Sicko found in the hut. He's got 27 seconds. He knows that 2 of the remaining 3 players are on the A bomb site. Does he dare go for a quick vent drop? Bit of pre-fire onto Devs, and he's making some inroads there, but he's lost his angle now. Devs goes behind the vent once again, and Alex will clean up, and he'll get an upgrade to the M4, I'm sure.
And this is it. This is the point now where Renegades they get the full buy-in, and they can't really make a mistake. They need to, for their best chance, you know, they need to crush the economy as quickly as possible, force out as many ecos as possible to just make their life, make this team doable. Sampaius is going to pick up that AWP though, so it's the big green. It's always going to be annoying, and it can always, you know, it can often throw a wrench into the works. I'm curious where Sampaius will actually go with it. We'll see.
Big rounds. Are we going to see a fast play into the A-bomb site from Renegades? I do wonder.
Yeah, it's a good question. It doesn't feel comfortable when you need, like, you feel like you need to win rounds. You want to find a reliable, repeatable solution off of defaults and so on.
There's a lot of smokes being thrown outside, and you can see the mollies being lined up. The second molly for the huts, I do believe. So I think it is going to be a fast play into that A-bomb site after all. Maybe expected by Movistar Riders. Devs will get 2 with the FAMAS, and they've been unanswered. Alistair's been spotted with the bomb. Malta and Alistair. Moppos is behind them. He's in T-spawn already. So there is a no-respect game being played here by Movistar Riders, and he's got angles on the ladder as well, leaving Malta to run into 3 players on the A-bomb site. Shut it down.
Ooh, that's unfortunate for Renegades. You know, as I was mentioning, you know, one thing that you might think about in their position is, okay, how can we kind of string rounds together reliably? It's really hard if you don't feel really confident in your default and your mid-rounding. And from their style so far, in the limited rounds we've seen a lot of those faster rounds and less of the slower pace, kind of trying to edge out and find those edges in the mid-round. And they're in a really bad spot now. We'll see if there's anything doing. Nice. In's able to pick off one. I would believe that was towards the outside. But we've got some fighting Movistar Riders. They're not giving up this outside position. They're happy to fight this one. Until there was only one left.
I like how they swing together and the aggression. They're not shy Movistar Riders. Comfort has been found on Nuke. So again, we were looking for some early info as to how these teams would look against each other, and we certainly found out. Movistar Riders looking stronger by a reasonable margin, I feel like, and perhaps it should be that way. With you know, all considered, I think in a perfect world, Renegades would be coming to this one stronger, but times are as they are. But hey, it's just the first game, and it's not over just yet.
Yeah. Well, Alex goes down, opening found. I was going to make that point as well, you know, especially for a lot of these players, first time in a major, just getting the first game jitters out of the way with is actually quite beneficial. Very winnable game, though, for Renegades in terms of the matchup, but of course at this point it is looking quite difficult. Sampai's able to regain some ground here towards the outside. There's a smoke to block his vision.
Yeah, it is the first major for 3/5 of the roster for Renegades.
Oh, baited.
But it's the first major for this entire Movistar Riders team as well. Lots of debuts here.
And this was nice by Renegades. You know, the smokes outside suggests that they're working outside, so we get to push towards ramp. It was a trap. Renegades were going to ramp with the full lineup, so they're kind of faking that outside control. And that paid off. You know, that was the kill that really secured this one. They roll into that lower site without an issue. So, you know, well done by Renegades to pick up this one. You can see the save from Sampai's, unable to find the value in mid or around the outside. So Renegades not done just yet. However, money's great for the Movistar Riders team. Ooh.
The coolants keep the rods at a stable temperature. That's what this is for.
Indeed.
Renegades move to half the score of Movistar Riders, which means they've got a long way to go.
It is a long way to go. But I like the way that they approached that last round. I mean, that was kind of more what I wanted to see, which is, you know, you throw some utility, you're trying to force reactions from your opponents, you're trying to then punish those reactions. They did that really well in that previous round just there. Faster approach outside. Movistar Riders dumping a lot of util to prevent early rush timings. Now it's a case of waiting out some of these early smokes for Renegades. Now previously we had a similar pacing, I believe, where they had that delayed outer smoke take. They didn't end up using it, but this time, Sampai's doesn't want to get played for the fall again. He's actually pushing directly for the information. Huge push from Sampai's. Can he find something? He's been spotted. He was spotted. That's a huge spot to get. He's going to fall back. Renegades will take the outside.
A lot of players trying to make their way into main, but Alex doesn't quite make it there with the AUG, and that's going to cause some problems now. But Renegades don't full commit to this. Information has been given to the CTs, but they have 35 seconds. They'll use that. They have position around main. They'll start to creep towards heaven as well. CTs could be in some trouble here, but it's the Ts who still have to plant this bomb. Malta edging forward. Deaths on an island alone on the A bomb site, eliminated, and I would imagine they go in one by one now. David G has got a play to make. Sicko off the bomb plant, almost dying as well. Really needs to commit to this, and Sun Payas may have nothing else to do in this round, in this 1 versus 3 situation. Big opportunity, huge flank, some frags, but doesn't quite completely eliminate the bomb carrier.
Yeah, Sun Payas will save the AWP. Another great round from Renegades. Again, you know, these rounds where they're defaulting are actually working a lot better than the kind of just gambly pops that they were doing earlier on. Are we saying David G, James?
I could say David G.
His middle name is Granado, so presumably it's David Granado.
Let's go with David G.
We could just use his entire full name. David Granado Bermudo. I mean, that's a great name.
Not when you say it.
It sounds awesome. That's an awesome sounding name.
Yeah, it's not bad.
David Granado.
I don't have that Spanish Andalusia.
Yeah.
I've got English Andalusia.
That is true. It does probably just sounds awful to any native speakers hearing us.
Andalusia. Where's my burger? Looking at the buy for Movistar Riders, they've got the MP9 at AWP and a bunch of pistols, but the AWP can of course be very, very instrumental in this round, and so can Alistair's. Looking for players seeking information towards main. We'll see if he served something later. How long does he hold this angle for? Ooh, we've got a pixely angle towards the ramp. You used to see those plays. Shocks, I feel like, made it popular to hold a smoke like that towards Secret from a CT point POV. Not often you see this one, though.
Yeah. Well, Renegades are doing a good job. We're getting these outside smokes again around the 1 minute mark, so again, a delayed outer take. This is quite confusing for Movistar Riders who are playing somewhat passive.
We got a very awkward bounce in one of those smokes, so there is a gap. Although there's no one to see that gap, apart from maybe INS. Maybe it has no part to play in this round.
Oh. David G. with the Deagle. The big D looking to see what he can do. Similarly for Mopos, also looking quite scary with that Deagle. Again, not what it once was, but still very dangerous. Especially in spots like this. They're all grouped up, bunched up together, playing around the crate, trying to play the bait game. And Alex just wants to get the pop onto wins, but the trades are undeniable. Dev's trying to do what he can, but there's only so much.
Yeah, I don't know why the Deagle player moved away, started moving away from that box there, because I think there was maybe some easier headshots from that angle, but maybe there was a play they were trying to make and didn't quite have the time. Either way, as long as Renegades could keep Movistar Riders poor, they have a chance. And they are doing that successfully so far, but I would imagine the buy will be around the corner. We can see David G has got 2,600 in the bank, so when a loss bonus comes through, then they'll be on the buy once again.
Yeah. Has that Kevlar too, so you don't want to waste that. Throw that away. You don't need the helmets against the T side. Man, it used to be really triggering when you see the pros like they'd buy a helmet against the T side instead of the flashbang that, you know, when they don't have enough money to buy everything. It's like now they're missing a flashbang, but they got a helmet, so congrats. Anyway, 9-14 Renegades, you know, slowly but surely climbing their way back in this one. It is quite tricky, but they have found a somewhat reliable way to open up these rounds. They're playing that so far delayed outer take. Oh, they're throwing the outer smokes straight away this time.
Yeah, they did that last time when they
or?
made a play into the A-bomb site. which didn't quite work out for them, but it seems maybe this time it'll be a ramp.
I think there's a gap in those smokes as well.
Oh, did he hit a tagging? Oh, how does he get escape from this? He's got to go down to the Deagle, but he's got the information. Sunpay's trying to rotate as best he can, standing in the molly, and that will allow him to eliminate Malta. Renegades can't afford to lose this round. If they lose this round, it's match point for Movistar Riders. They can't make any more mistakes.
This is really tough too because they were not able to really get position in ramp fully. And committing down to the lower site, well, there's been enough time for rotations, there's enough players to cover for this. There's no good option. That's just a reality here for Renegades. So they're going to have to try to make good of a bad situation. Looking to commit slowly but surely down into this lower site. Oh, Alex, opportunity there because that nade went too deep, but Alistair's still looking for it. That's actually amazing. He still has his crosshair ready to go there. 3v3 now, 30 seconds for the plant. They're walking it back into the upper site.
Time on the clock. Not much of it. 20 seconds. Inns moving forward. Spray is a mess from Defs, and looks like there's a chance now. Mopo switching out for the AK. 1 versus 3 all of a sudden. Renegades are doing it when they really need to, when the pressure is the highest.
Yes. Mopo's looking to see what can be done. Is there going to be something given? Looks unlikely at this point.
Well, there's some information for him. I don't know if there's a kit on the site. He doesn't have one. They start to move away now, and yeah, there's no kit, but there are 3 kills. Spots an elbow, and it'll be very costly for the Renegades. Dusico survive, indeed he does, but no one else does. Neither does the buy power of Movistar Riders. It's eco time once again. So at this point, Renegades just, you know, every round is basically worth 2 rounds unless they have a massive disaster. If they take all the weapons away, then there's not much, you know, Movistar Riders have got to wait for the round every other round, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been really difficult for Movistar Riders. And once again, Renegades were in a spot there where it was very tricky. It was a very tricky mid-round scenario, but Inns getting these kills, those 2 kills are really huge. And we saw the POV of the player on the rafters in that first battle. There's a lot of whiffing going on against Inns there, and those initial whiffs that was the problem. That allowed Renegades to have the opportunity they needed, and that's how it goes. Sometimes that's going to happen, and it happened for Movistar Riders at the worst possible timing. Interestingly, again, you know, Renegades do have somewhat of a consistent approach so far. Just waiting to see those outside smokes coming through a little bit later. We have the smoke from the T side on the squeaky door, the classic kind of possible lurk smoke. David Granado.
You're obsessed with his name.
Ready to go with a deagle in hand. Playing contact with Mopos.
I like this setup.
Yes.
Again, we've got the grenades going outside, but Renegades are going inside. Will this pay off? Oh,
Bates.
I feel like he started moving. I don't know if he's moved on reaction or if that was just awkward timing. Either way, Mopos is taken care of. 1 down, 4 to go, 35 seconds on the clock. I don't know what the defense is like in the site, but most players are out of position. There is a CZ on deck, however. Sunpay's trying to run distraction, but a flurry of kills will really neutralize the threat as far as the bomb plant's concerned. CZ is seen, and Alistair may go down. Ooh,
oh,
just trying to get a better angle, man. You got to go for that shot through the wall.
That's unfortunate. I like that from Renegades. You know, the Movistar riders couldn't quite know which way they were going to go. So you know, they could easily just have gone ramp as they did upper. So yeah, it's slowly but surely Renegades showing their resiliency. And as you mentioned, that pressure is a real thing here, and both of these sides aren't as experienced as some of the other teams and players we have in this major. And you better believe that even though it's just day one, they're going to be feeling pressure in these matches. And pressure can make mistakes, especially amongst more of the inexperienced players. Now the outside smokes, but there's vision from Alex, who is posted up around Secret. Or Garage, I'm not sure actually on the minimap. In Garage, okay, back Garage. Okay, so it has only the angle if they cross into main, but cannot see if they go to Secret. Oh, this is tense.
Oh, I think he wanted to hold his position somewhat with the cover he had, but that second flash will force him away. Sunpayas dropped in the meantime. Sicko making his way towards Hell. An exchange of grenades as Renegades have 45 seconds to make their next play.
That kill on Sunpayas opens up the upper site and opens up the possibility to split. And you can see that Sicko's in a position to really make that hurt. Alex is isolated away from his teammates. He's not going to have any impact on the round unless he finds the back of Sicko in time, but he doesn't. And so now the upper play is enabled by that pick onto Sunpayas. That's changed everything. And here they go. Death is looking for it, but he's got to be perfect here. There go the flashbangs. Turns away, and he can't find the following kill, though. And that upper side is under control. Moppers could find a timing. Gets the first kill. Can he stop the plant in time? He goes for the swing, and he'll get the kill, but the plants come through. In's looking for the trace. He's going to find it, but he has to do this. He has to win this situation.
Oh, he's completely ignored the heart, but he's still got a kill looking for the transfer. But Alex will just get there in time. And finally, perhaps Movistar riders have made it to match point as long as they defuse this bomb. Don't forget to do that. He has got a kit. Oh, a bit of spray as well. Slight BM there. But Renegades is not too far away, so I wouldn't get ahead of myself. They could still pull this one out and take it to an overtime.
Definitely, and I think given how well they've played in some of these rounds, we can't put that past them. They've got enough money to get the buys in with all of that success that they've been experiencing. And Movistar riders, time to close things down. Time to close.
Always be closing, the Dan special.
ABC. Always be. I haven't seen the movie that's actually referenced from, but I will reference it.
Oh, so it's fraudulent.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Match point Movistar riders. 4 of them. And they've got some money. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say in the hole, but I'm not sure that everybody has bought just yet. You can see Mopos now splashing the cash, and Devs will have to go for the FAMAS. AWP for Alistar. No such luck for Movistar riders. No AWP, no scope for them. No AUG, no AWP. Flashbang left in spawn. Alright then, we've got some early utility in towards the A-bomb site. We'll see if they go for those smoke grenades with no presence behind them later on the outside, as we have seen in multiple rounds now. Renegades need 4 from 4.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what they can get here as we go into the mid-round momentarily. We're going to see those outside smokes coming through once again. And once more, we have Alex playing Garage, the back of Garage, so he can cover the cross to main. However, with those smokes going down...
Is there a gap there again?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of like there is.
Oh, it is a big gap.
It's not ideal. But as you say, we haven't really have the challenges around it just yet. Oh, Movistar riders are ready to fight for this.
Oh well, numbers towards main, and well, that's very unfortunate. This is going to collapse for them with the crossfire. They just cannot recover from this, surely. 2 versus 3. Brutal for them around main. Malta creeps through towards Squeaky now. Got to be real careful, Malta here.
Such a make or break. There's so much open space on the map right now. So many holes to be moving through, and they're going to find the openings towards that lower site. And actually, it's going to be a 2v3 after plant. Malta there with the... Oh, that's just in time. It's going to deny David. Looking for the challenge. It's going to be so careful, David. They've got a 3v2 advantage. Oh, my God! Alistair, that is so important. And it's a 2v2 now.
Flicks for the chicks, Alistair. How much has he got left, though? Because they might need a few more. And Movistar Rider's going to be broke if they lose this round as well. So there's so much on the line here.
Oh, he's got to run distraction for Malta to come through on the back. And there it is! Playing with the doors. Which way do you look? Oh, Alistair and Malta. What an epic round from them to keep Renegades in the action.
Too early with the sprays, Movistar Riders. Now you're getting disrespected.
Oh, those are some clutch shots coming through from the Renegades, boys. I can't imagine the adrenaline that's pumping through their veins right now. Backs against the wall, have to win these rounds. Fighting for overtime. And it's, as you say, like, once again, Movistar Riders back on the eco.
They've got one buy and a fourth buy now, Movistar Riders. Round 13, full buy. Round 14, fourth buy. That's it. I don't expect they'll be winning this one. Nope. Doesn't look very likely. Alex with the deagle. Where are the revolvers, man? Where are the revolvers at?
Revolvers, yeah, I would expect to see more of them, actually, given the nerfs to the deagle. It just doesn't feel... It feels quite sad, actually.
I mean, it's still a wind-up gun.
Playing with a deagle. It is. But the deagle's kind of rubbish now.
It's a wind-up gun and a wind-up gun to try and trigger your opponent.
Yeah. I like it.
I try to meme with it, and then I just go back every time.
I think it takes a lot of... There's lots of specific spot. I think it's hard to use it reactively. You kind of need to, I think, add setups to increase your chances of success.
Yeah, I think you've got to use it like a scout and kind of swing with it.
Yeah.
Basically, swing with a bit of wind-up. Well, Movistar Riders, this is their last full buy in regulation.
Yes. It may be 13-5, but effectively, there's only this one goodbye left for Movistar Riders. You got to hand it to Renegades. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. The lads from Oceania looking to get it done here against Movistar Riders. Smoke will cover. A narrow miss. Oh, Alex playing over the top of the smoke here. Scary stuff. Will he get a flashbang from a teammate or any support? Oh, they're pushing in close. Alex has to be so careful. Oh, the trade comes through. That could have been so much worse for Renegades.
I swear they were getting shot from somewhere else. How have they managed to survive with 4 players alive? Heading down towards B. David G is here. We see some rotations from Movistar Riders as well. Surely they've got to finish on the B bomb site here, Renegades. I think it would be crazy to try anything else. You can see David G posted up on the B bomb site now. I think he may be alone though. Malta looking to cut off the rotation. Well then, David G. 19 seconds. Malta being eliminated is a huge frag. They're going for the rotation, and that is a disaster for them. They've lost the bomb as well. Not like this, surely. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a wrap. It seemed like, I mean, they made me believe a little bit. Just a little bit. It was a very dire situation, but it will indeed be Movistar Riders closing out Nuke, which is, again, I felt like they were a safe pick, but again, I think which proved my point that they were likely to win, but then also proving your point as in, like, nothing is a given here.
Yeah, respect to Renegades for winning that many rounds on the T side and being able to bring things back, but it just takes one wrong call. I wouldn't say bad call, but a wrong call.